Now this is OpenOffice. This is OpenOffice Writer, a word processing software, and we are going to learn this software. Now before that, let's see why we require word processing. What is the need of word processing? So before people started to create documents on word processing software in computers, they were created using typewriter. Okay? So when you create any document using typewriter, so you will not find basically in output you will not find more difference between type written document and computer printed document. But there are drawbacks. Why computer to create any document in word processing software is better than type written document. So when you are typing a document, okay, when any typing error was noticed, then to correct them the whole sheet was required to be typed again. Okay, so it cannot be removed. Like for example, if I write India, okay, this is proper spelling. If I write like India and instead of A, I have written this. So if this is typed instead of India, at that time in type written document we have to start typing in new paper again. Okay, but in word processing software you can simply remove the letter which you want to replace, go to that place and change whatever is required. Okay, so the editing of that document is easier here. Second thing, when we need more copies, every time the same content needs to be typed again and again. Okay, so in computers, if you want to take printout of this, we can simply give command, and number of copies also we can select like this. Okay, we can increase or decrease number of copies that we want to print. But in typewriter, we have to type the document again. Number three, if anyone wants to reproduce the same document again with minor changes, the whole document was required to be typed again. Okay, for example, if you want to send same letter to two or more person with different addresses, we had to type the letter multiple times. Okay, for example, if I'm writing like this, and then I'm typing my letter. Okay, and for example, this letter is I'm supposed to send to few other people also. At that time, if I have to change the name and city in which they belong to. Okay, so I need to make changes in again. I have to create one new document with new name and new city when I use typewriter. But here I can make few changes only, like in name and city, and other content will remain same. Whatever message is here below this, and with minor changes I can use same letter for different people. And next thing is sometimes if it may not be possible to have all the required characters or symbols on the typewriter we are using. So on typewriter there are keys, limited number of keys, and sometimes it may happen that whatever symbol we want to insert in that document, that is not on that typewriter keyboard. So at that time one has to do one thing, to leave some space there, and afterwards, after getting that document out from that typewriter, they have to write it with a pen or pencil. Then next thing, in case if a document is to be produced in a particular format, either it may consume lot of time or it may not be possible to type the document in desired format using a typewriter. Okay, so if you want to apply more than normal formatting in typewriter, so it takes lot of time for formattings, and all formatting effects are cannot be given through typewriter. So there were drawbacks in typewritten document that and these drawbacks are removed using word processing software. And in 1974, to remove all these drawbacks, Xerox company introduced a new product that was called electronic typewriter. Okay, so Xerox is a company. Sometimes we use this word for photocopies. For example, if we go to a shop to take photocopies of some notes or project, at that time people used to speak like that. I want to Xerox of this. Okay, so Xerox is not actual word for creating duplicate prints. Actual word is photocopy, and Xerox is a company, and this company is creating this type of machines. Okay, and we are using that word as synonym for photocopies, but actually it is wrong. And then few limitations were removed using electronic typewriter made by this Xerox company, and in late 1970s. Okay, the limitations of electronic typewriter again were replaced by computers. Now computers came into action for word processing requirements. So earlier, this word processing software, when they were introduced, they were having tag-based markup. So to give any effect, for example, if I want to make it bolder, okay, instead of using this symbol or this button, I have to use one markup tag like this, okay, and write something between this angular brackets to give some effect, okay. So that was in the early times when word processing software was invented. And nowadays we have WYSIWYG. That is what you see is what you get type of software. So this is what you see is what you get. For example, I have made it bold. So here if I select this and click on I, so I can immediately see the output, how it will look in print. So this is what you see is what you get type of software. So nowadays word processing software we are having in this form. So some features of word processing software, for example, we can move a selected text from one place to another within the document. For example, if I want to move this to a new place, moving means to cut and paste. Okay, that is edit and cut, and then click somewhere where you want this, then edit and paste. Okay, so now instead of this place, it is now on this place. So this is moving of text. Okay, so when you move something from one place to another, okay, at that time it is to new location, and from actual location it is removed, that is moving. And second is copying, so that is edit, copy, and then wherever you want it, paste it. Okay, this is copy paste. In copy paste, what happens at actual place it remains, and it is copied onto new location also. So now you have copy of this at another location. So this is difference between move or copy. And next word processing software feature is you can open more than one document at a time and move or copy a selected text from one document to another document. If I open one new, for example, control N, I have pressed now control N. Now you can see this, there are two different files, okay, and I can copy and paste this in that document also. Copy, and then I am in this document, I am pasting this, okay. Okay, so at two places I am having this now. So this is another feature of word processing software, that you can copy paste it in different documents. Then you can change the font size and font style of selected portion of the document, like whatever we have done here. Then format paragraph with word wrap, align the paragraph in left, right, and center. See, like for example, it is left align. If I make it this way, it is right align. Okay, like this. So alignment you can also give. Then find a particular word within the document. Okay, for that edit and find and replace is there. Okay, for example, in my document, for example, later on I came to know that instead of Raj, I want to write name Raja. For that, write that Raj replace with Raja. Okay, so and here first of all to find we can click on find, so that wherever it will find this Raj, it will get highlighted. Okay, like this. Here it is highlighted. And if you want to replace this with some new spelling at that time, replace all. Single replaces only at this place it will get replaced. And replace all means wherever this Raj comes, it will be replaced with Raja. Okay, so you can now see that two times it is replaced. So search key replace two times it is showing here. Okay, so without searching for the editing places, we can directly edit content if we find that some mistake we have continuously made throughout the document. And with one effort only, even if it is at 50 places in our document, it will get edited. Check spelling and grammar. For that, this option is there. This is spelling and grammar check. Okay, shortcut key is F7. In tools also it is there, spelling and grammar. When you click here and it is completed. So if there are spelling or grammatical errors, you will get it here when you go for spelling and grammar check. Create you can also create table, modify the size of the selected row, columns or cells. How to insert table? Insert, then table option is there. Okay, so how many number of columns or rows you want, that you can select it. If you want heading, then heading you can select here. Okay, then repeat heading for how many times. Then don't split table, border also, and the format also you can apply from here. Okay, we are going to create table and few formatting effects we are going to learn. Then split a single cell into more than one, or merge more than one selected cell into one. So once we create a table, and afterwards if we find that we need to merge two cells or more than two cells together, or if a single cell we want to split into multiple cell, that we can also do here. So we are going to learn that table. At that time we are going to see all these things. Then we can also combine one or more documents. Okay, if our content is in multiple documents and we want to combine it together in one single document, that also can be done using word processing software. Then insert picture or graphs, that we have seen here. Insert, okay, and file, then movie or sound, picture, all options are here. Okay, that we can do. Then we can print the selected text or selected pages of the document. For example, when we give print command, at that time whatever is there page wise, that will be printed. But if you want to print only this much part, for example, so first of all we have to select that, go to print. Okay, give print command, and here you get this all pages if you want to copy, or if you want to print particular pages. For example, if there are 5 pages and you want only 1 and 2 pages to be printed, at that time select this and write here page 1 2 like that. And if you want to print only selection, now you can see this is in pages, you have this text two times, here and here. Okay, and when we select this selection, that means whatever we have selected, that only has to be printed. At that time you will able to print only the selection part. Okay, so that is also possible.